Hello students, welcome to the class. Today I'll introduce you to an Irish poet, W.B. Yeats. Yeats was born in Dublin in 1865. His lifespan is divided almost equally between the 19th and 20th century. He was born of Protestant parents. His father, John Butler, was a painter. Yeats received his early education in London, but later shifted to Dublin, where he studied art for about 3 years. He did not receive any formal education at a university like you people. You come to college. But he regretted this lack of education throughout his life. He founded an Irish literary society in 1891 and was responsible some years later for the Irish Literary Theatre. He concentrated on ancient songs and legends of Ireland. He was given the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1923. Yeats married in 1917. His works may be divided into four phases, corresponding to which we have the four stages of development of his poetic style. Yeats started writing in the tradition of the pre-Raphaelites, and the poetry of this phase has a dream-like atmosphere and the style is highly ornamental. After his marriage, started the period of his interest in theosophy, physical phenomena, and mysticism in general. He developed his own symbolisms, which you find a lot of symbolism in his poetry. We will see these symbols when we read his poetry. The mysticism of the East also attracted him. The final phase of Yeats' career was marked by a return to the passionate life. He began writing poems as cold and passionate as the dawn, and his last phase was marked by a greater austerity in style and a greater precision in the use of language. So he wrote even plays also and poems also. His plays are The Countess Kathleen, The King's Threshold, and Derrida. These are his famous plays. Then some of his poems, The Wild Swans at Cooley, Michael Roberts, The Dancer, The Tower, The Winding Stair. These are his poetry, collections of poetry. So, this was the introduction of the poet W.B. Yeats. And in our next class, we will read and discuss the poems of Yeats which are prescribed in our syllabus.